Alrighty guys, welcome to this video, week one design for mobile devices. Welcome to the torture. Okay, real quick, I have an announcement here. Brightspace, I made a quick little overview video. If you want to watch it, it'll show you all the different things you can do as students and the things you should be aware of and such. Take a look at it if you feel like you're kind of, just totally lost inside of Brightspace. All right, it's not too bad. For you guys as students, you should be okay. As teachers, it was a little crazy because we had to learn how to build everything, but we should be all right. All right, another thing for this course is when you go to the home page of the course, you're seeing this, you're going to need these three things here for this course. We're going to be designing for mobile devices, so we're going to be using the jQuery mobile framework. So there's a framework that jQuery has created that will allow us to hopefully make mobile sites quickly, and they look pretty awesome. So that's what we're going to be playing around with. So to be able to turn in your stuff, you're going to need a domain. You're going to need a free year of web hosting. You can get that through InterServer, and you need to be able to know how to upload stuff. So if you go here, I have a video here that'll show you how to do that. If you head back to the home page, you're like, okay, I'm ready to get a host now for your web hosting. Well, I got a video that'll show you how to do that. So if you're not sure, you should be fine. I'm going to take a look at the roster. So yeah, you guys should be good with this. Yeah, I know Charles has it, Jordan, Laura. Like I said in the other class, if you're still on ByteHost, you may want to look into that free year of InterServer. And Dustin, I think you're good there too. So we should be okay. Yeah, so if you want to take a look at your grades, it's under grades, rosters, how you can email me and other people in the class if you need to. So let's hop in. So if you go into Learning Path and go into Overview, you'll have my contact information. Jordan, I need your tutor stuff, right? So I can throw Jordan in there. Jordan will be there. And then, of course, the syllabus is here if you want to take a look. Okay. So overview's there, the syllabus, learning path, the digital textbook is there. And I know I'm bad, but I usually don't do much in the textbooks, but you can take a look at it if you want to read through there. I've just found that textbooks are usually more theory and not really showing you how to do stuff, which is annoying. But this might be different. Take a look if you want. Okay, so week one, this is what we're going to be doing. So every week in these modules is what they're called. I'm going to have a video up here at the top, and then we'll have the assignment right underneath and what's required. And just like in every other class you've had of mine, to turn things in, you'll click. It's a little bit different, obviously, in Brightspace. You'll click on the week, you'll get the assignment, you'll click on the assignment title. And I don't know if I did this yet. You'll come down here. I have not, so I'm going to create it right now. All right. Yep, sorry, I'm still kind of learning Brightspace every once in a while. Anyways, let's hop back real quick. So you'll go to week one, there's the assignment, there's the requirements. Okay, you'll click into the title, and then you'll have the description again, scroll down, and then there's the thread I just created. So you'll click on that, and then you'll hit reply. Reply to thread with the URL of your assignment. Okay. And because we'll be using the jQuery mobile framework, everything you do, you should be able to throw online with no issue. So just give me the link each week for the assignment. I'll grade it and you'll be good to go. Okay. So let's take a look and let's see what the heck the assignment is. So this is, sorry guys, I've been kind of sick. So if I'm coughing in your ear and stuff, I apologize. I got this nasty cough and I'm trying to repress it. So this week, start thinking about what your final mobile app is going to be about. We're not starting it yet, but start thinking about, okay, what do you want to make a mobile application about? This is going to be a mobile website, but it's going to be created mainly to be in mobile format. It's not going to be really responsive where it can be a website or a mobile app. This is going to be like whatever you're going to create would be meant to be just a mobile online web application. So start thinking about that, obviously, and like I said, we're going to be using the jQuery mobile framework, so there's plenty of documentation on that if you want to take a look. But like usual, we'll have a bunch of little mini assignments. At least that's how I'm thinking right now. Things could always change, but we'll have a bunch of mini assignments, and then the final project will be to create a full-blown web app using the framework. Okay, so for this week, you're going to build a simple mobile app, and I mean really simple. It's going to have at least 3 pages of content. You don't have to do a lot of content, just a couple paragraphs and maybe a couple images. It doesn't have to be anything too crazy. You don't have to worry about creating logos or anything. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. All this assignment is getting our feet wet with the framework and getting an idea of how it works. It needs to have a header and footer on each page, and each page needs to have links that'll take you to the other pages. Okay, and each page needs to have at least one graphic on it and anything else you feel like you want to add there. Okay, and then of course, once it's done, put it on your web post and give me the URL and discussion thread. All right, so let's hop over. I'm going to close out of this stuff. I don't think we're going to need to be in the split view. So I got brackets here. All of you guys should have brackets on your computer. You should be good to go there. File new, and just because I'm lazy, I'm going to Google Doc type. I don't want to type it all out right now. If this was more of a basic class, I definitely wouldn't be doing this, but you guys are pros now, right? So I'm just going to throw on the doc type there. I'm going to say, first jQuery mobile app. Okay, and everything that we're going to do should stay in this HTML file. So I'm just going to save this to the desktop. And just call it jQuery mobile.html. And I'm not following my naming convention. All lowercase, no spaces. So jQuery mobile.html. We'll save that out to the desktop. No, I'm going to create a folder. Call it week 1. I don't know. Mobile app. Geez, I don't know what to call this crap. Let's go jQuery week 1. Sure. We'll throw it in there. Save it. Excuse me. Okay. So, of course, we want to throw in the char set, right? So, meta tag, char set, UTF-8. So, we can be HTML5 compliant there. Now we got to hop out and grab some things. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go jQuery Google. I'm going to Google that because we want these hosted libraries. We've used these before if you've had me in any of these other courses, but we want the jQuery mobile stuff is what we want. So jQuery mobile, it gives us a bunch of different things. It gives us a style sheet and it gives us a jQuery mobile link as well. So to be honest, I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to throw in jQuery itself because you have to load jQuery first before you can start loading any of the jQuery mobile stuff. So, and also I've been playing around. 3.0 is not compatible with the jQuery mobile framework. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means they're abandoning it or what, but I did read somewhere that they are working on it to get it to work. So I don't know. But all I'm saying is make sure you get 2.x or 1.x. Don't get 3.x because it's not going to work. So we're going to grab jQuery, throw that in there. All right, so we loaded the jQuery framework. We're going to come down here, and now we're going to load the jQuery mobile framework. So grab that and throw it in as well. So that loads the jQuery library. This loads the CSS file that's going to be used to style our stuff. And then this is loading the jQuery mobile framework. All right, next thing we got to do, is throw in the meta tag, the viewport meta tag. If you're like, what is this? This basically tells the mobile devices that you're on to show it as a mobile device. This is one of those things. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Viewport CSS. I think W3 Schools has a really good. Yeah. So this is what happens. If you don't have the viewport meta tag, when you go to a mobile website on a mobile browser, it'll look like this. It'll try to display it as a big normal website, but when you tell it to use this viewport, then it goes, oh, okay, I have to display it as it would be on a mobile site or on a mobile device, and so it looks like this, and it just looks a lot better. So I like that example that it gives, because you say, all right, the name is viewport, but what you say here is you say content, you're going to treat the width, and you're going to set the width of the page equal to the width of the device that you're on. So that's kind of a cool slick thing there. Is you're like, all right, the width of the page is going to be the width of the device that they're viewing this on. So that's pretty slick. Okay. All right, so that's it for the head tag. Everything in there. Now we're going to hop in the body. You know what? I should be tabbing these over. I should be doing good coding practices. Okay. All right, so a lot of the stuff we're going to do here, the jQuery mobile framework just already it expects certain things, and when you put them in there, it just already has a preset way of handling what you do. So I'm going to throw in a section tag. I'm going to give it an ID of first page, and I'm going to give it a data role of page. That's telling the jQuery framework here that, hey, this is going to be a page. Everything in this section is going to be a page. That's what this data role attribute does. And so it says basically treat it as a page. Okay, and then I got another data role, and this is going to be a header. So again, I'm telling the jQuery framework, hey, everything inside of this div is going to be a header, so treat it as such. And so I will give it an h1 tag, and I will say, you know, I don't know, first page. This is up to you on whatever you're going to have it be about. And you'll start seeing what it looks like, and then you can get more of an idea of what kind of stuff you want to put on this little mini website. Okay, so there's the header. Throw in another div. Give it a class of UI content. Okay, and the role is going to be main. All right, so again, I'm telling the framework, all right, this is going to be the content. This is going to be content on this page here. And then I can just start throwing in content. All right, and this is where I'd start throwing in images. I'd start throwing in all my stuff, all the paragraphs of information. I mean, this is basically where you're going to start coding out the page. Okay, and I'm going to create a link to the second page here. So I'm setting it equal to an ID of second page, which we haven't done yet, but we will, and when we will, I'll remind you. And then I'll just say second page here is what the link will say. All right, and then we have one other section that we're going to make here. So data role is going to be footer. And this is where I can put in, I don't know, copyright information, whatever. Whatever I want to throw in there. Okay, and then we close out that section because we're done with that page. Oh, which I guess I already had closed. Okay, so the main things to know here is just we've embedded all the libraries here. Okay, we've set up the viewport with the width of the page is going to be equal to whatever device we're on, the width of that device. And then we just have these data role attributes that jQuery is going to understand by default. Just that, hey, this is going to be a page, this is going to be a header, this is going to be a footer, and so forth. This is going to be the main page's content. So let's save this, take a look, and see what we have going on here. All right. So you can see that it's already applying CSS. It's already applying kind of this mobile view. So as I shrink down, it's gonna, and you can already see that it's already starting to look kind of appy, right? Mobile appy. It's looking like an app here. And then when I click on second page, it doesn't go anywhere. But it already has predefined styles for all of these things. So when I click on second page, it doesn't do anything, but that's because we haven't defined it yet. We haven't created it. So let's create that second page. And this is what's kind of cool is you can create all these multiple pages on this one HTML page, and that allows you to navigate through, and you'll see. I think it's pretty cool. So div ID equals, well, what do we need to call the ID? Well, we need to call it second page because that's what we defined it over here. When we click on this, we're going to go to the ID of second page. So ID of second page, data role. Well, this is a data role of a page because this is going to be another page. Now, as you can see, you can put pages inside of section tags if you want, or div tags. It really doesn't matter. Just as long as you have it in something. Okay, so we're going to do kind of the same thing here. So this is going to be the header of the second page. Okay. And then we're going to throw in the content. So again, and this UI content is just pulling that, pretty sure, anyway, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty dang sure that it's pulling it from this CSS file that we're embedding. Okay. All right, so now here's the content of the second page. And then I can set up the link to go back to first page, right? Because over here, I defined it as first page with that ID. So first page. Okay, and then I want to finish it out with the footer, right? So data role footer. I can just keep it the same, so copyright 2017, whatever. Throw that in HT tags. All right, then that closes out the second page here, and we should be good. So let's save it and let's take a look. All right, so we got the first page. We click on it, and then it's kind of cool. I don't know how well you can see it on this video because the frame rate might not be that high, but it kind of fades out and fades in. It has this cool little fading effect. And you can just see that the framework's pretty slick. The framework just, it knows how to handle things. It kind of puts everything, and when you click, it just fades out and fades in pretty quickly. And it makes it so you can have everything on one page, but only display what you want to display when you want to display it. So that's really it, guys. You have everything you need now to be able to start with your first little jQuery mobile app. Like I said, it doesn't need to be anything amazing. Just make sure you have some sort of navigation bar that takes you from the 3 different pages, because you have to have 3 pages on this. Make sure you have some sort of content, have a picture on each page, and you'll be good to go. Make sure you have the footer and the header. Now hold on, I want to check something. I think it's kind of ignoring the header tags here. It might be kind of overriding it. Yeah, the CSS is applying its own thing for the header and the footer and such. But that's really it, guys. Just get in there, make another section for a third page, put in some sort of content. I do want it to be like real, so don't put any lorem ipsum stuff. Just and like again, and don't spend a ton of time on it either, but just spend enough time on it to where you understand all this stuff pretty well, and that you can uh, make a cool little mini website. Okay, I don't care what it's about. Like you know how I am with that. I don't care what it's about. I don't care really what you put on there, but just try to make it a 3-page mini little website that has some cool information on it. So any questions like usual, let me know. And then of course, when you're done, take what you have, upload it to your host, and then turn it in, right? You're gonna come over here, simple mobile site, click on it, click on the thread, hit reply, put your link in there and hit post. Okay, any questions like usual, just shoot me off an email, we can Skype, whatever. But anyways, welcome to the class, guys. It's going to be fun. Good luck. We'll see you.